All right, I'm back. Okay, so part 2, you will follow these directions. This is the wrong assignment. This is for Science 8. They are learning about waves, which is helpful for you guys, but I'm sure you don't want to do extra work. Okay, so you're going to use your delta T. You're going to figure out your delta T. So watch, I'm going to run this. I'm going to hit play. And I'm just going to let this go. Now, we've noticed today in class that once you run it a couple of times, you're going to get different answers. But that's okay because you're going to be using your chart and your graph from part 1 is going to be helpful to figure out this stuff here. So for station A, you notice that A seems to be the furthest away because it is the last place to get P waves and S waves. So the first spike is your P wave, your second major spike is your S wave, and then I could read the time difference, so 64. So that is what I would put here. Now you might have a different one, so don't copy my answers. You might be different. And then for station B, you're going to do the same thing. Here's your S wave, and then here was your P wave. So this is 108 seconds. And then for station C, which looks to be our closest station, so our time difference should be, and I'm going to go with, I'm saying the S wave is like this major spike here, 55 seconds. So I'm going to go and use the chart, the graph that you made that I said I'm going to need to see a picture of this, and I'm going to extrapolate. I'm going to go to 64 seconds and figure out what the distance is, 108 seconds and figure out what the distance is, 55 seconds and figure out what the difference is. Okay, so next part in the slab is, it says, turn on station A, which we did, and set the radius distance from A epicenter based on your table. So you're going to have to do that yourself. So what you're going to do is click on this and you will change the radius. All right. And then you'll do that for same thing for station B, and you'll change the radius, and station C. Okay. And then you'll change the radius. And once you do that, once you figure out what they are, you will get this red dot, which shows the location of your epicenter. All right, so that is what you need to do for the gizmo part of the lab. The second part of this lab is using your reference table. I suggest that I do not have a reference table right now to hold and show you, so I'm going to be doing it on this whiteboard, but I suggest that you watch these videos if this doesn't make sense to you. So the first thing you do is you look at the recording of the P wave. Let's go, P wave, and I read down and I look at the arrow. And the way you're going to write this is 9 hours, 23 minutes and 0 seconds. And then my S wave, 25, 26, 27, 28. That's my S wave. 9, 28, and 0 seconds. And when I subtract, yes, this is really easy to do now. But when the time gets harder, you're going to want to make sure you follow this step. Set up your seconds, your minutes, and your hours. And you're going to get 5 minutes. And that's what you would put here. Okay, so that 5 minutes, that's what we're going to use to figure out the distance to the epicenter. Okay, so don't know what I'm doing. Just messed up all of this. Checkpoint. I have no idea what I just did. Oh, I think I cut and pasted notes. Okay, there we go. We're back. Okay, so you're going to get your reference table and you're going to line up a scrap piece of paper, and you're going to notice, here's my page 11 of the reference table. Here's my x-axis, here's my y-axis. You're going to use your scrap piece of paper. I'm going to use my son's math test right now. And you're going to put that piece of paper and line it up with the y-axis. Okay? And then you're going to mark off the 0 marker. So that was 0. And we had a difference of 5 minutes. So you're going to mark off wherever that 5 is on your reference table. Okay, you're going to mark it off, and then you're going to slide this piece of paper, holding it vertical, that's the important part, until this 0 line hits the P wave and this